Okay. I wanted to have this video up last week on Mother's Day, but they kept saying like, oh, I need a haircut and I had to work and blah blah blah, and so anyway, I decided to just come home from work today and make it. So I wrote down a few things that I wanted to say, but I'm kind of just winging it, so sorry if it's a little disjointed. I've never claimed to be a speechwriter or any sort of writer at all. And I'm already noticing that I'm watching myself instead of looking in the camera, so sorry if I look like I have kind of crazy eyes or like something's distracting me if I keep going back and forth. Okay, and I told myself that I would get through this without crying because no one wants to see that, but I was already like tearing up a minute ago at some of the things I'm gonna say, so I'll promise to just make it through this. So, a week late, in honor of Mother's Day, I just wanted to talk about how amazing and awesome I think that my mom is, or I know that my mom is. I'm pretty sure that at least at some point in their life, everyone thinks that their mom is perfect and can do no wrong, but I can pretty confidently say that I've believed that about my mom for 26 years now, and I don't see that belief changing anytime soon. When I was thinking today that when my mom was 26, the age I am now, she'd been married for 9 years and had a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and like I have a dog and a cat, and I just can't imagine juggling 2 kids and a husband. I've never ever heard my mom say that she was overwhelmed or couldn't handle something, or really ever complain about anything, but I know she certainly has had reason to at various times in life. My mom married my dad when he was already in the Air Force, so she, I assume, knew all the requirements and possibilities that military life would entail. My dad being in the military meant that more often than not, while he was answering the call of duty for our country, she was the only parent in the house. And I know that she got a lot of help from my grandparents and aunts and uncles, but there were still nights that she'd put Michael and I in bed and then go to bed alone, which I'm sure was harder than I even know. Growing up in a military family meant that by the time I was 10, I had been more places in the world than lots of people ever see in their whole life. And I'm really grateful that my parents chose to have kids to share that experience with. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop saying I'm also pretty thankful that my mom had either the beyond her years wisdom or just incredible luck to marry someone who'd be not only a great father, but someone who came with a family that would never show her children anything but love and inclusiveness. The Weeches are awesome, which really goes without saying. My mom has never been anything but supportive of anything I've ever wanted to do, and has always been my biggest cheerleader and on my side in pursuits of happiness, even when that meant like getting my lip pierced on my 18th birthday, or when it meant packing up the room I'd lived in since I was 7 years old and moving 1,500 miles away to Denver. I'm so thankful to my mom for raising me to recognize the options and freedoms that I have in my life, and not only recognizing them, but being thankful for and responsibly appreciating or responsibly pursuing the different avenues that I have in life. She definitely didn't raise me to be just like a mindless replica of her and just do exactly what she's done with her life, and really I think she'd be pretty disappointed if I ever did anything that I didn't want to do, or be something that I didn't want to be just because I thought that's what she'd want or that's the way she'd do something. We stopped sharing a body a long time ago, so we respect each other's mutual individuality and our own paths that we followed. My mom and my whole family have always provided such a safe and understanding, loving environment that I literally can't understand what it's like for people who don't have families like that, but I definitely know enough to know how incredibly blessed I am. I think that the greatest gift my mom has ever given me was her time. Looking back, I really have no idea how she physically managed to do it, but somehow between working and going to school and maintaining our household and keeping up with another kid, she never missed any soccer games or honor roll assemblies or even just dinner around the table every night. Any sense of compassion and respect that I have for people is a direct result of her instilling those values in me. One of the things that I'm not quite sure that I actually have or have much of, but I know that she does, is patience, and just endless patience. I think that that's pretty much required of someone who raised their own kids and then went to school and now deals with other people's 10-year-olds all day. But maybe that's something that I just haven't gotten yet, and it'll come. So anyway, in conclusion, I just wanted to say that I love you, Mom, and I promise that maybe one day I will stop leaving my clothes everywhere. Maybe. Thanks. I love you.